Are you here to play with me? The more, the merrier! Let me amuse myself a little.
Grant us your blessing!
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Yield! Flee! Do your worst! Remorseless!
The more, the merrier!
Flee!
Over here!
Yield!
Over here!
Let's light it up!
Just once more.
Ready when you are.
Let's go.
You give, you receive.
With sword comes shadow.
No escape!
Speed of light. Let's light it up. Incoming.
Leaving so soon!
Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Incoming. Don't blink. Incoming. Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
blade!
Speed of light! Huh? Don't blink!
With the wind!
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned. Speed of light! Don't blink!
Here to play with me? Let me amuse myself a little. You really know how to get me going.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Myself a little.
Let's light it up! That's gonna hurt in the morning. You give, you receive.
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it! Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Catch the wind.
Do the symbols really mean?
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off...
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weird...
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of...
Well, I can't argue with that.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to...
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily. Especially seeing as our great hero here...
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of... The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to show... There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with... So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons, and with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament. Now that's gonna turn a few heads.
But we
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this... Get this. It's a...
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can...
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition...
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle, organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time... So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma.
Inazuma? You...
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to Inazuma.
You just want him to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is
The sound of the ocean waves.
That's everything. On to the next.
Quite well maintained.
Are as calm as always.
All clear as far as... as far as the eye can see. All clear as far as the eye can see. All clear as far as the eye can see. All clear as far as the eye can see.
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set.
Can't beat the atmosphere here and leave it.
Yeah.
You give, you receive.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other people are. Vader said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Light it up!
Don't blink! Hello? Are you here to...
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow... The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who... Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So...
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit.
Uh-huh.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did
Uh-huh. But for us, even for our 5 treasure hoarders at a time... Alright, we're gonna...
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing...
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I've...
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't... For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of kung. Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get...
Are you here for the Crux Clash?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master.
This master of yours must be pretty
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both... You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan... He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and to the Ling Shan clan, he teaches a
Force disperse?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize it. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a... Recently, though, we heard that a Vision Bearer joined the Guhua clan and made...
So, if we can get our hands on a Vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns, folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated heat.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't... did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight... Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his...
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah. Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles...
Whoa...
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record. Right, your registration is complete. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament?
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inna's...
There's another prize, too? Oh.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you...
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking about that whole... Nope, even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstanding. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using it. Alright, it's showtime!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
Seems like you got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
Come on, let's go sign up. What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret... So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after... So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two?
All right. Let me think how to aptly You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put... You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, for one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be... So, I'm putting you straight...
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers!
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level, you would have made...
To be fair...
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who... We're finally here, folks. The real show is about...
The captain seems to have high Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinal. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to...
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the...
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure...
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game.
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. It's a fury!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Go! Adventure time! Off we go! Let's light it up!
You give, you receive.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux. I do not doubt your...
Relax,
Okay,
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. It's a fury! I'm sweating all over. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong... But mine, I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can... I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try...
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit my... Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today.
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what... So don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the...
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. I myself was eliminated in the 3rd round. Shame.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way...
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. I faltered for but a brief moment. But given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent... Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all... His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the... Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you.
Oh, alright then. Hope you...
Thanks, I'll do...
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet. And...
He's right. But in my case, I was pure... I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's... What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you...
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the struggle, I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we...
Does one not leave a trail when traveling? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me. Come with me. Some post-match...
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Now that we're alone, let me... You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even... When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of... It is things of this nature that I also hear from...
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your... To think a human could wield the elements without a vision... And not to mention your incredibly complex...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will... Now then, let's test...
Speed of light! Incoming! Nowhere to hide. One step back, two forward. Don't blink! Hey!
Wind blade! With the wind!
Everybody stand back!
Adventure time! Let's light it up!
Don't blink! Hey!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that he relies entirely on the element of surprise to In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no... Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will all...
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so...
I desire to know what meaning vision and what influences the god's decision to grant... My apologies. You must be completely... For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer any questions you may have. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is... Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, not to mention with no new electrovisions having been granted for such...
She sounds less like an archon and more...
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma... It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not...
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to it. Ah! The time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I would...
Why isn't he here? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax of the crux. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last... Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, he strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn...
Wow!
I've been waiting for... I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrill... But today's final round will surely... As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous... Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll...
Wait a moment. Something doesn't... Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watch. The culprit has... The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I can sense the wind.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Don't blink! Hey!
The hunter. Freeze!
With sword comes shadow.
I got careless.
Incoming!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision! Or if I could activate
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems... Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand hut. But most disappointing of all is the state of the... It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire in...
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But after watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming... Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put... I was convinced I'd prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow, you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing...
Huh? You're not serious, are...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a...
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a
Nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
Speed of light. Hey!
why.
Speed of light! Hey! Incoming!
What are you trying to do?
Don't blink! Hey! Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
I'll have my revenge, eventually.
No, no! Do what you want, but please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for... It's up to you. Such willingness is
No need for that. Thank you.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it! Were you...
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision... When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. But unfortunately, yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished... From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see.
The vision didn't...
I see. So you are also... No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along...
Kazuha!
It's just... All right then. It's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us one...
leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted... Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue.
It's not unusual for those two to be...
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear...
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero...
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but now, like...
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across...
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove... One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be...
Howdy. Please, come straight on in.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. Speed of light! In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.